What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, let me tell y'all. Because I just got in the house and I don't know what it is about older white. Okay, you know, what they call it, Uber, Lyft drivers or whatever. Mind you, today I took Lyft. Now, last time I had an issue with a white man, an older white man. He picked me up on the side of the building. No, he came up on the side of the building and he wasn't even in the front and they're gonna try to tell me, well, this is what was on the app. I said, no, it ain't, because on the side of the building, it's a different address. And in front of the building, when I'm telling you what's in there and what it says, it literally says the name of my building right on the directions and stuff. And I ain't never had no issue with somebody coming to the side or whatever, doing all that stuff. Girl, he gonna tell me something, well, this is what it showed up. And I said, well, this is what it showed up on my thing. He ain't gonna say, so, well, maybe you need to take your app off and then put it back on. I said, no, maybe you just need to look at the directions correctly, okay? Because I've never had this issue. But then coming home today, this white man, okay, he gonna tell me, so where you going? I said, well, the address should be up in the app right there. Okay, where you going? I said, listen, I gave the address and he was like, oh, so you want me to take 57? This. No, I'm not going to take that because it's going to be a lot of traffic. I'm going to get stuck on there. I ain't got time to do all this or whatever. So I'm going to go this way. I said, no, we taking this direction because I always take this direction every day. Ain't no construction over there. And especially at this time, don't no construction or don't no backups or nothing be happening. Baby, do you know he argued me down? He argued me down until we got onto the expressway before we veered off into the part where he didn't want to go to. And I'm sitting here like, how you gonna tell me? Because this is what pissed me off and this is why he got a 0 rating. Because he gonna tell me you don't know what's going on. I said, nigga, I take this route every freaking day. Okay, just about every day, you know, so how you gonna tell me what's going on when I see this just about every day? And so he was like, fine, I take it and I'm gonna let you know and I'm gonna show you what's going on and all this stuff. Do you know when we got on there, we went straight through? There was no interruption, there was no traffic, there was no construction. I said, see, if it was, the app would have told you a different direction. That's what I told him, you know, and he shut up for the rest of the ride. All right. I said, see, don't play with me. Don't play with me. You know what? People are just ignorant sometimes, and it just be irking me. But anyway, let's just get up into, I hope y'all had a better week. You know, I've been dealing with a little bit of shoulder pain. I really feel like I strained my muscle in my shoulder because y'all know I've been a little bit more active. Girl, I did not realize that the muscle in the shoulder go all the way over here to the clavicle. I was looking up stuff. I went to the doctor and all that shit, so that's basically what was happening. I said, oh my goodness, this is crazy. You know, it ain't bothering me too bad today. Like, I can't sleep on that side either because, you know, it just hurts. But anyway, moving on from that, I hope everybody has been doing well. You know, so we back in it. Let's just get into the mess, okay? First of all, Jonathan Majors. I don't know if I did an update or if I even did the story last week. And last week is when the story hit, right? And then I feel like right after that, either the next day or the day after that, girl, his lawyer. Now, I don't know who this lady is. Somebody said the lawyer that he has is the same lawyer that Jen Shaw had. And you see what happened to Jen Shaw, okay? Jen Shaw up in jail right about now. The feds, you know? And if you don't remember what happened with Jonathan Majors, he was in a car, taxi or whatever, Uber or something, with his girlfriend. He was looking at his phone, and in the midst of the phone, him looking at the phone, some woman had texted him. We don't even know if the woman was some woman that he was probably, you know, chit-chatting on the side with. Mind you, he got a girlfriend, or it could have been somebody that he was working with, you know, probably giving him some updates about some stuff. We don't know what the logistics of it is. All we know is that the cops was called. He was arrested and charged with strangulation, harassment, and assault, okay? And then, you know, everybody was just really upset because it's like, wow, you really just messed up your future. You know what I'm saying? You was just getting it going and then you messed it up by putting your hands on somebody, you know? And I don't care what it is or what the situation was. He shouldn't have did it, okay? And I'm going to tell you, you know, he kept on trying to say he didn't do it. And, you know, we got reports and we got video. And the witness put out 2 statements recanting her first statement or whatever, 2 written letters and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, okay, but where is all of this evidence, right? Baby, the lawyer said, I got your evidence. Put out these alleged text messages from his girlfriend, basically saying that I apologize for all of this happening. You know, I didn't want them to do this to you or whatever. And I even told them that it was my fault, you know, because I shouldn't have grabbed your phone. And I'm sitting here like, what type of lawyer did Jonathan Majors have? It sure ain't 50 Cent's lawyer. It sure ain't Cardi B's lawyer. It sure ain't Meg Thee Stallion lawyer. Baby, who lawyer do he got? Because why would you put these text messages out here? These text messages, if they real, they do not help your client, sir or ma'am, whoever you are. They don't help him in the least, okay? It does not, you know, say that he didn't do anything, you know, even though he claims that he was the one that called the police or whatever, but they had said that they had locked him up or whatever because they saw the bruises and injuries that she had to her. And I think she said something about that in the text message too, because she was like, she had just got out the hospital. That's what she was texting him. And so I'm sitting here like, the only thing that this clears up is that she really did reach for your phone and that she said that she should never reach for it, try to get your personal property. Other than that, her saying that she just got out the hospital and them going ahead and arresting you because of the injuries that said that your ass did it. It did not say that you didn't do nothing to her. I said, who is running the show over there at Jonathan Majors' place? It is not working well at this. You know, ain't nobody really been talking about it right now because, you know, another nigga didn't get arrested. That's up a higher grade that we've been waiting for. Probably ain't nothing gonna happen, but, you know, it was a shit show as it was, and we was glad to look at it. But at the same time, it was like, we could have told you not to do that. We, regular folks, could have told you not to do that. Okay, that just is not a good look. Meanwhile, I don't know how this is gonna affect him. I'm really sure it's gonna. I don't know. I can't say it's gonna be like the Will Smith treatment because truth be told, Will Smith still releasing stuff and it's still doing well. You know, that Emancipation movie crap. I don't want to call it crap because it probably was good. I just didn't want to look at it. I'ma just say this. It came on now. Honestly, I feel like Apple TV or whatever, they wanted to go ahead and get that out because they've been trying to get it out. And I think it got pushed back a while before this whole incident with Will Smith happened. But anyway, when a whole bunch of us had initially saw the trailer for it, we said, girl, why? We don't want to see no more slave movies, okay? And that was my put off. You know, I didn't want to see it, baby. It was given 12 years a slave, and I ain't got time for it. I didn't watch 12 Years a Slave. I never forget the one time that I saw one particular portion of it. It was at the end. I don't know. I think one of them was getting their asses whipped. And I said, girl, what the hell? What the hell? I'm sitting here. I just looked at the end because I was like, what? And as I was looking at the ending of it, up until when he got freed and finally got home, Lupita was still on the freaking plantation. The white man was mad and everything. I was just looking at it like, I don't even want to go back and look at this stuff. No, that's okay. That's okay. This is enough for me right here. So, baby, imagine that. And then come Emancipation. Girl, I don't want to see that. Getting taken away from your family. It is the same story that we have seen over and over and over again, even though we know it's true because it happened to so many of our ancestors. But baby, I ain't got time to be depressed around Christmas. Christmas is supposed to be joyous, okay? I'll deck the halls, bitch. I don't want to deck the whip, okay? Come on now. You know, I don't want to be in my feelings like that. So, of course, that wasn't going to do well. I had already knew that, but it probably did do a little something, but I don't think they was expecting the big numbers because, come on, it's a slave movie coming out at Christmas. And then you got the season 2 of Bel-Air, which I have to watch. I was waiting for the episodes to, you know, build up. That's how I do my stuff. Because I like season 1. So I feel like when I get through finishing Love is Blind, because I just caught up with Love is Blind season 4. Girl, we'll talk about it in a second. I'm halfway through the last episode before the new episodes come up. So I'm on episode 8, you know, and I started watching it today at work. So there's that. I just don't understand why them episodes so goddamn long. Shit. I'm like, could you make this episode like 40 minutes? I don't need no hour and all this stuff to look at this messy mess, all right? But anyway, Bel-Air got renewed for a third season, so congratulations to them. And that's still his stuff, so he's doing well. Bad Boys is coming, you know, so he's not really exiled like people thought that his career was going to be over. His career is not over, okay? It's nowhere near. And I'm pretty sure when Bad Boys come out, baby, everybody going to the movies to see it just because. And let me tell you something. I'm so glad that I brought up this, hold on one second. I put in an order for Instacart too since I was mad. That man pissed me off so bad. I literally gave him a 0 rating. I said, who the fuck are you? But anyway, Will Smith, let me just say this. Tony Rock, I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you at this point. Because at this point, I understand trying to have your family members back. But if your family member ain't saying nothing about a situation that happened to them anymore, why are you still continuing to talk about it? Because at this point in time, it's just making it seem like, you know, especially when your other brother came out the woodwork or whatever that we didn't even know that you had. At least I didn't. I'm going to speak for myself. I thought it was just Chris Rock and Tony Rock. Sure love, okay? That's just who I thought it was, you know? I didn't know it was another one, all right? You know, I thought it was Tanya, Chris, and Drew. That's who I thought it was, okay, girl? You know, Tony Rock coming out the blue. We ain't seen him since All of Us. We ain't seen Tim since All of Us, and you coming out and you saying, okay, you sticking up for your brother. Granted, your brother don't need you to stick up for you, but that's what family do, so I wasn't really mad at that. But it's the fact that you keep on saying stuff. It's like the thing will die down, the whole situation will die down, and then he'll pop up like a month later after it died down and bring it back up and saying, oh, this didn't happen or this didn't happen. Your brother did the little comedy special a couple of months ago or last month, whichever one it was, okay? It wasn't all that, you know, it caused a little bit of controversy, and then probably 2 days later, everybody was over talking about it, okay? You wait until now, which is in the beginning of April, to want to come out and say, you know, Will Smith said he tried to reach out. He lied. He ain't never reach out. Girl, it ain't even, how do you know? How do you know? Okay, and truth be told, even if your brother told you, you know, your brother could be lying, or he could be in his feelings, or he could have been joking or whatever, but at the end of the day, what is it to you? Because the offense wasn't done to you, it was done to Chris, and Chris ain't saying nothing else about it. So why do you need to keep on talking about it? Okay, because at this point, Mr. Tony Rock, since ain't nobody been talking about you in a long time, it just feels like you're doing this every other month or whatever just to get a little attention on you. And the attention is not translating into you getting into like a TV show or whatever, because where's you at on my screen? Where's you at on my streaming service that everybody has access to? Nowhere. So I'm going to need you to be quiet. I'm going to need you to be quiet, and I'm going to need you to let it go, because it wasn't happening to you, and it's not going to benefit you in any way. Okay? So move on from it, please. And Mr. Trump, your boy Trump got arrested, y'all. I'm only laughing because, you know, he wanted to be the first to do this. He wanted to be the first to do that. Well, nigga, you the first one to get arrested in the presidency. You know, all right? You got arrested on 34 felony charges, okay? You know, and a lot of it comes from, like, falsifying accounts, falsifying documents, and, you know, unlawful activities doing it before the 2016 election. You know, they said the crux, okay? The crux, you know, not the majority, but the crux of the case, you know, centers around $130,000 in hush money payments that was his then fixer Michael Cohen gave to Stormy Daniels, the porn star. And let me tell you something. As much as them MAGA people and Trump try to lie on that lady, I feel like that lady is telling the 100% truth, because that lady has not steered away from anything that was said, and she kept on saying, yeah, this happened, and even with all of his supporters and followers and, you know, naysayers coming down her throat, mama has never wavered, okay? Mama be on Twitter cracking jokes and making them motherfuckers look bad. And I said, oh girl, now let me tell you something. You know how she know it's true? Because it's like, who in their right mind will be out here gladly proclaiming that they with Trump, okay? I would have kept that shit a secret, all right? That would be one of the things that went down to my grave for real, because ain't no way, you know? I was like, girl, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you something. This system is going to be rigged if he don't go to jail for something, okay? I don't want house arrest. I don't want nothing. They said, baby, he is facing up to 136 years, okay? Also, it says that the prosecutor outlined a $30,000 payment to a former Trump Tower doorman who claimed that he had a story about a child that Trump had at a wedlock, girl. Okay, I said, ooh. And then a $150,000 payment to a former Playboy model, Karen McDougal, you know, that he tried to use to silence her about their affair before the 2016 election. Baby, Trump was out here literally passing out Trump checks, okay? You know, word to Nene. I wonder if Nene spent her Trump check yet. Or do she got it framed or something? I don't know, girl. I would have spent that shit. Fuck all that. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, you know, I'm just sitting here like, girl. And then you just falsifying documents and all this other stuff. And then you getting caught with it. And it's just, you just messing it up. And it irks me at the fact that this is what we trying to get him on. But we could get him on the other stuff. But let me tell you something. If he don't go to jail for something, I don't want house arrest. I don't want probation. I want jail. Lock the doors, okay? Baby, they tried to pull that January 6th shit up there in New York, and New Yorkers said, hell no. Yeah, what that girl named Marjorie Green Taylor, something is wrong with her. And then what is with these reporters trying to equate? Girl, I seen one reporter try to equate Trump up to Tupac, or was it his lawyer, whatever. Somebody said something about Tupac. That Marjorie Green Taylor bitch said something about he up there with Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King. I said, somebody else said Biggie. I said, what is going on? You trying to get us niggas on your side? It is not gonna work. I am just sitting here baffled, like the lengths and the stupidity of it all that you guys will go to. But if he don't get locked up or if he don't get charged with something, girl, we already know what it is, and we already know why. We ain't gotta go into detail because we done seen how the shit work, okay? It is just, I can't wait till the books come out. You know, like the real books. All right, when Melania put her book out, bitch, when she finally get free of his clutches, because that lady is, you can't tell me they been fucking this whole time that they been married. I would not. Like, girl, ain't nothing about him sexually appeasing, okay? Like, you look at Trump and you just shrivel up. You just go to Cheeto dust, okay? That's just what you do. You don't, it don't scream, ooh, waterfalls. No, it screams Sahara Desert. That's what it screams, okay? Every time. It screams decrepit. I just don't get it. I don't even get how she's still with him. Maybe she's just there for the green card. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. But hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. He then got arrested and was sitting there looking all pitiful and shit. And let me tell you something. What the hell is up with Van Jones? What is up with Van Jones? Like, is he for us or is he not for us? Or is he one of them niggas that like to play the middle? And like, you know, I can see, I mean, I'm a see both sides type of person, but I call the right out when it needs to be right and the wrong when it needs to be wrong, right? In certain cases, you don't need to see both sides all the time like that. And I feel like this is one of those cases. Why did he try to humanize Trump talking about something? You know, even though he got arrested, what I saw is somebody that was sad, looking like an old grandpa or whatever. What? Girl, we don't care. This is a monster. All right, come on, Mr. Van Jones. You just, I don't know. He one of those blacks that you just really can't trust, okay? Oh, and speaking of blacks, shout out to Brandon Johnson, you know, our new mayor for Chicago. We got one nigga out and we got another nigga in, okay? So there's that. You know, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy because he black, you know. And Paul Vallis, girl, when we went deep undercover and to see what your stuff was, he a Democrat, but he more affiliated with the Republicans because he kind of backed by the goddamn Republicans too. So, you know, I said, no, we don't need that up in office. So, because, you know, they had a runoff yesterday. Girl, when they had the elections, last month? Was it up in February, whatever, February 28th, I think it was. it was a close call, so we had to have a runoff. All we know is that Lori Lightfoot lost, and we was like, cool, because that bitch wasn't doing shit. And she ain't want Brandon Johnson up in there because, Lori Lightfoot, even though she ran on a Democratic ticket, she was pro-police and everything. She was more so Republican than anything, if you ask me. But, uh... she ain't want Brandon Johnson. She said he ain't had no chance because somebody brought up an old tweet from like a year or two ago, 2 years ago. And now the man is the mayor of Chicago. And let me just say this. I am so glad that it's over because I was so tired. Y'all, I was so tired of them texting my phone, all of these political people that was running for office and doing the runoffs. And girl, how the hell you get my phone? Stop. I don't care, okay? I already put in what I needed to put in. Please stop texting me, all right? I don't even know who you are. Stop it, all right? Anyway, so congratulations to Brandon Johnson. Moving on from that, let's talk about LSU and this NCAA championship basketball tournament. Okay. So the LSU, what is they called? I think they're the Tigers, right? And they went against Iowa's Hawkeyes, right? If I got the name of the teams wrong, don't worry about it. Just know it was LSU and versus Iowa up in the finals, right? For the championship basketball, college, March Madness, okay? All of that, right? So that wound up happening, and it was this girl on Iowa. Her name was Caitlin Clark, right? And mama just had this little disposition about her that was like, I'm competitive, I'm going to taunt you, whatever. I'm going to go around, I'm going to do this and all that stuff. And then so, Angel Reese, who became like really, really known because of her, I guess, her attitude, quote unquote. Girl, how many more items she got to give me before I get on? Let me see. Oh, she's still shopping. I guess her attitude, people had an issue with her attitude because these people, like, it bothers me sometimes, especially like when you college. And we get judged, black folks get judged, Latinos or whatever, black, brown, especially us from the hood, we get judged, or from lower standings, I guess, from white people, we get judged about our demeanors, about our attitude, about our speech, about our dress, about our hair, about everything about us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let a white person do the same thing, and it is okay, and it's not judged, and it's actually applauded, you know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing that up because in the midst of this championship game, which LSU wound up winning, Angel Reese basically did the same thing to old girl that she was doing to the other team or whatever. And so it was like, because she did all this and she was in the girl face or she was in her proximity, and then, she did the whole thing with the ring and all that stuff, they like, so you going around taunting her and all this, and that's messed up. And then one dude from Barstool called her an idiot, a fucking idiot, and he's a white man. Then you got Keith Olbermann or whatever calling her classless, and classless was being, trending on Twitter, and it was just really pissing me off. It was really pissing me off. And I had seen one comment from somebody that I follow on Instagram talking about something, and y'all tried to make it about race. What else would it be about? Because it's about race, it's about demographics, it's about standing, it's about all of that. Okay, so because why is it that one can do it and not get called out for it, but yet another person can do it and they get called out for it? The only real difference is the fact that skin color, demographic, or whatever you want to say, geographic. That's just what it was. And I'm just sitting here like, that was really, really messed up. The one down in the bottom. But anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It just really bothered me that wound up happening because, it always, we seen this multiple times. We've seen this multiple times where it's a double standard. One can get away with another thing, and and even when people was trying to say, well, Caitlyn did it first and it was okay, but then when Angel do it, it's an issue, and then they still trying to make up, scenarios and excuses as to why it's acceptable for old girl to do it, but not for Angel Reese to do it. So when that happened, you got all these people against her. And I'm so glad that we have these group of young people that are coming out these days, and they're not backing down. They're not backing down, and they're not, cowering to people expectations of them or how they're supposed to be or whatever. No, they're standing their ground. And Miss Angel said, no, girl, when she did that press conference, she was like, this is what I go through all the time. They make an issue with the way I talk, the way I look, and all this stuff. And the way that I stand out and the way that I do things for the people that's in the same situation as me, to let them know you ain't got to change yourself just to get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much here for Miss Angel Reese. It was given very much Sha'Carri Richardson before Sha'Carri Richardson got a little bit annoying. Okay, cause y'all gotta understand. Sometimes Sha'Carri was doing much, but I was here for, okay, on certain aspects, and it is very much given that at the beginning of her career, whatever. But we had that. Excuse me. And then Caitlyn even came out and said, there is no reason why anybody should basically be coming at this girl because she's a competitor. I'm a competitor. We both competed. She did a good job. She likes her. She felt no type of way about what she did. She should not be getting all this hate and whatever because she did nothing absolutely wrong, all right? And I said, oh, so it took for the white girl to come out and defend her? I said, okay, thank you. But it should have never happened in the first place. And then Jill Biden, president's wife, gonna say, oh, look at that. I want to invite both LSU and Iowa to the White House. Girl, why she say that? And I said, excuse me, ma'am, since when does that happen? She said, since I've been up in the White House. And I said, oh, we finna change the rules? She said, hell yeah. And I said, no, you're not. She said, well, maybe. And I said, no, it's not gonna happen because Black Twitter and everybody else got on that ass. Because listen, Angel Reese said no. Other people was like, girl, we'll go to the Obamas and all this stuff. Let me just tell y'all this. It's a stigma about women basketball that half the basketball, if not 95% of the players is lesbians. I was about to call them dykes, but let me stop. That lesbians, they was giving lesbian because it was a lot of studs on the team. And that was one of the main reasons, because most of the team of LSU, first of all, they was damn near all black with a speckle of white. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay, and then I just feel like, because they was down there, up in Louisiana or whatever. So I just feel like, the white ones, the white players, they probably got a little bit of flavor up in them too. I don't even care if they came from another state or whatever. They been down there for a couple of years probably. And they mixed in and got a little bit of flavor so they could hang or whatever. So I was just like, oh, this team got seasoning or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was here for it. You know what I'm saying? And so you got that. And then I was looking at most of the teammates on there. I was like, oh, half of y'all is dykes. Okay? Half of y'all is gay. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, okay, that's cute. I said niggas up in there with linings and everything. I said, all right, I feel comfortable. Let's root for the lesbians. Okay? And so, they won or whatever. They represented. I was like, look at them baby lesbians. They did me good. Y'all being brought up well. Y'all got a bright future ahead of y'all. Keep it up. Baby, they said we ain't going down there to that goddamn White House. We'll go to the Obamas. I said, now hold on, Michelle and Barack is at home like, wait a minute now. Y'all not finna come down here to Hyde Park, okay? Or you ain't finna come down there to Washington because ain't nobody say nothing about that. Girl, the White House had to come out and say some stuff, try to do a little bit of PR, clear it up or whatever. And even Caitlyn had to say, no. Don't invite us, invite them. This is their time. Give them their time to shine. I said, Miss I don't think Miss Jilly from Philly, I don't think she really meant anything bad. She was just caught up in the moment. But it really was one of those type of situations where you should have just thought before you tweet it. Okay? And even if you thought it, you ain't need to tweet it, baby. Since when a person win a championship or whatever, does the opposing team that lost, the second place winner comes down that same with the winners, okay? It means nothing then, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was just a harmless situation that just got out of hand or whatever. But you know, Miss Jill, you kind of tried it. You kind of tried it a little bit, just a little bit. But congratulations to the LSU people, the kids. Y'all doing well. Represent, bitch. And then shout out to Angel Reese's cousin at UConn. I think it was UConn. They team won, you know, the NCAA. So, you know, they got 2 championships in the family. What's up? All right, niggas doing it well. Moving on from there, baby. Why they say the founder of, you know, Cash App, what's his name? Bob Lee? Girl, they say that nigga got found dead. Stabbed to the ground. I said, oh my goodness, what happened? They said, girl, we came outside. We was walking down the street in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? They said San Francisco was supposed to be safe, but in the past couple of years, it's just been an uptick in violent crimes that's just happening. It's been like 20-some deaths in last year. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, 20-something deaths or whatever. No, they said 56 homicides in San Francisco last year in 2022. And so far this year, it's been 12 homicides. I said, oh, that's a weekend out here in Chicago. I shouldn't have said that, but that's the truth. And let me tell y'all this, y'all. I don't know if you seen my IG story. Baby, it is warm as shit outside, okay? Yesterday, it was 70 degrees. Today, it was 70 degrees. It's probably going down to like 50 and 40 tomorrow and then Friday. But the weekend and then the rest of the week is 60 and 70 up. Baby, we out here in shorts. This is all I wore to work today, okay? I wore a sweater and I wore my jeans, baby. Tomorrow I'm putting on shorts, okay? I don't care. I don't care. Let me tell you something. Y'all be talking about something, oh my God, 50s and 60s, 60 degrees. That's cold out here to us in Texas. That's cold to us out here in California. That's cold to us there. Baby, that's summertime shy out here, okay? You got to understand if you live up in the Midwest or you live somewhere where it always get cold at, baby, as soon as it gets 60 and above, that is summertime, okay? We are out here bucket naked, okay? That's just what it is, you know? But, listen, the sun's still out here, okay? We doing it good. We doing it good. But they said that man was found on the sidewalk. Somebody stabbed him up. I said, what is going on? And they don't even know who did it or the motive. And I feel like, you know, I don't know if they told us there was anything taken from his persons, but maybe something was taken from his persons and it was a robbery gone wrong or something like that. But it was just really, really big. Like, why would you do that to that man? Like, do I need to disable his cash out? Do I need to send him something to put it on his funeral or whatever? Cash app him $1 or whatever? Because cash app ain't done me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's done me right for the most part, you know? And I feel bad for that because he was only 43 years old. Senseless. Just senseless, y'all. Moving on from that. I know that was a sad type of story, but I want to uptick it, bitch, because let me tell you something. TLC got a new documentary coming out. And I don't know if it's a docu-series or it's just really one day because it's supposed to happen June 3rd on Lifetime. And it's called TLC Forever. And it's basically a whole bunch of stuff that we have not seen before, like behind-the-scenes footage that we haven't seen, a lot of stuff probably that we haven't heard. And it gives me the feel of how like Janet Jackson's docuseries was. And I really hope that it's just like that in the sense that we get multiple days and they don't just give us 2 hours to cram all of their years of being TLC, because TLC has a story to tell. All right, let me tell you something. When it comes to black music, back in the day, TLC was one of my favorite groups. Listen, I know we've been talking a lot about Escape and SWV, but it was always, out of all of the girl groups that was out back then, before Escape, my main group that I gravitated to was TLC. I loved everybody up in TLC. Like, I felt like I could relate to everybody up in TLC. I remember when So I Creep, yeah, just keep it on the down low, and nobody else supposed to know. That's how T-Boz was singing, you know, all nasally and shit. Oh, Anyway, you know, I really wanted some of them pajamas. Them silk pajamas, I always wanted some. You know, I said when I get old, I'm gonna get some. You know, I could go get me some now, but I don't feel like it's gonna, you know, look right because I'm a little big. But, you know, as you see, y'all telling me I'm slimming down. I mean, I'm gonna take y'all word for it. If you can see it, then I'm doing it right. But if you can't, I don't know. Because sometimes they say when you be losing weight, sometimes you can't really see it right off the bat. I don't know if I see it. I think I probably see it a little bit in my face. But other than that, I don't know. Somebody told me I was slimming down. So, you know, it is what it is. And I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going on this journey. Because I really want them pajamas. I want them silk pajamas, okay? And I want all colors of them, too. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, T-Boz was my favorite. T-Boz was my favorite because the voice was very unique. She was fine as hell to me, but I also loved, actually, I just loved all of them because, truth be told, I take all three of them. I would have took all three of them down, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, T-Boz, she out here in a health struggle, and I'm so glad that she's still here with us, you know, because she does have sickle cell, and she had a lot of stuff that was going on with her, and, you know, from when she told us in the behind of, what is it? The behind the what is it? VH1's Behind the Music. She wasn't even supposed to be here. She wasn't even supposed to be here on this earth, but she's still here, live and well. I know she had some health difficulties in the past, you know, because that's why her weight has fluctuated or whatever. And so I hate when people say things about her when they see her or whatever, and it's like, damn, can we just stop being so negative about people when you don't understand what's going on with them or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they wake up every day and they see how they look and they're not like they used to be. And she's like that because of the health issues that she's had and is going through. You know, Chili family out there finding love with the milk of magnesia that we actually like, you know, so we all here for that. You know, they doing TikToks and everything. And RIP to our girl, Lisa Lefty Lopez. Baby Lisa, she was about to take over. I don't care what nobody says. She was about to do that extra. You know who would have did good? Oh, my goodness. I don't know if y'all know this girl named Anika or they. I think they're non-binary. They name are Aniko, I-N-K-O. She's the one that did that song, King, or they the one that did that song, King's Affirmation. Baby, I could have saw them because when I tell you, they are out of this world with their music, and it's just so different, and it's feel like extra terrestrial, whatever. It just opens up your mind and make you think. And I could have saw them with Lisa doing the song and collabing together. That would have been so raw. That would have been so like everything. You know, I be thinking, and I'm just here for this documentary, baby. I'm gonna be pulled up. Mind you, they going on tour June 1st. I might have to get a ticket, okay? I might have to get a ticket. So that's gonna be on Lifetime. Lifetime, y'all biographies for these shows or whatever. It's been doing good. It's a little cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that goes. Moving on from that, Flo Rida. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. So Flo Rida has a son who is special need, right? And basically had to be taken to court to get the paternity test and to get you know, him to pay child support or whatever, because he really don't want anything to do with the baby. And according to the baby mama, I don't know how true this is, but you know, this is according to the baby mama. She said he didn't call the baby a demon child, you know, call him the devil's child or whatever, just because the baby has special needs, right? Mind you, she has primary custody because he barely sees the baby, okay? And the baby winds up falling from her 5th floor apartment building. I don't know how that happened, but the baby fell. The baby suffered, I think he's like 6 years old. He suffered a a shattered pelvis, a left metatarsal fractures, and a grade 3 liver laceration and internal bleeding and collapsed lungs from the fall. Thank God that's all he had and he still has his life. But, you know, Mama is up here being pissed off because she said Flo Rida don't want to have nothing don't want to pay the bill for the hospital bill. Now, I know some people saying that, oh, ain't it too early to be paying that? How she know what the bill is and all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. And I get that, but at the same time, she's coming from a place because she know how he is, and I'm pretty sure that he probably done said some stuff that, you know, because this is a history with him. I remember when the initial report came out when she was saying that he didn't want nothing to do with the baby and he was being a deadbeat. And then all of a sudden when this incident happened, you want to post it on your Instagram to make it seem like you really concerned and thank you for the prayers and all this stuff. Baby, that's just a ploy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just say this, Mr. Flo Rida, it's not a good look to be out here being called or being assumed to be a deadbeat. Especially after your baby had got hurt, and especially given that your baby is special need, that is not a good look, okay? We need more fathers out here to be, you giving black fathers out here who actually take care of their kids a bad name, you know what I'm saying? And you have no excuse because you got all the money. And if you just want to spend money, just send the money, okay? You know, and I don't care if you getting, the lady getting X amount of dollars for child support or whatever. He can pay the child support, the medical bills. He can afford it. The nigga just won $82 million. And he was not broke. He was already a millionaire. So he can afford to pay his child's medical bills, okay? He should at least want to do that to alleviate some of the pressure that the mama is already going under, you know, having to take care of this child by herself as it is. So dismiss me with that. She getting child support and all this stuff and the bill ain't even come out. Girl, she shouldn't even have to be thinking about the medical bill. He should have already been like, I got this taken care of. You ain't got to worry about nothing because that's his child. He should be able to want to do that. But hey, that's neither here nor there. I hope the baby gets better. And I hope he get better too. Because that ain't a good look. My bad, y'all. I had to go get my stuff. But anyway, girl, it feel good to finally have a fridge that's fully stocked, okay? I don't know, like sometimes, girl, maybe it's because I barely be here throughout the day. And so, listen, I'm telling you, when I go to work, I eat at work, and then I come home and I don't eat nothing else but some snacks probably that I probably done brought from the store, whatever. And I have cut down on that, and mostly what I'm drinking on is water. So it ain't even no, I don't even be having nothing up in the refrigerator. And so, you know, it's been like that for the past 2.5 weeks. I said, Ashley, go ahead and go put in the order, okay? You ain't even gotta go to the store, just put it in the Instacart order. And so that's what I just did, you know, so hey, it is what it is. Let me tell you something. Being an adult, all the years that I've been an adult, it's been ghetto, okay? It's really been ghetto. I just really wish, you know, sometimes we just don't understand what we get ourselves into when we say when we're kids, oh my God, I can't wait till I'm grown. I can't wait till I'm on my own and all that stuff. And then when we finally get there, it's like, damn, I can't, listen, I need somebody to take care of me. I wish I was a kid again, you know? But anyway, moving on from that, let's get back into the flow of things. Donald Glover has taken Malia Obama under his wing, and, you know, they gonna collaborate on a forthcoming film project. Mind you, if those of y'all who have not saw Swarm, I should say, or you have not heard any other commentary that has been talking about Swarm, I don't understand how come at this point in time you have not seen it. It is literally 7 episodes. You can watch it in a couple of hours, okay? Let me see. I'll give you 3 hours. You can watch it in 3 hours. Just put away 3 hours of your day and just sit there and just watch all 7 episodes and be befuddledly amazed, okay? Because it's a bunch of mess. It's a bunch of mess. And, you know, I had no idea when I first started watching it that Malia had something to do with it, with the creative writing process of it. And I said, oh my goodness, okay, that's cute. And I had forgot that she was working with him, like on his team or whatever, like interning for him. So, you know, this is good look for her. You know, you got Paris Jackson out there, you know, acting and doing stuff. And then you got Malia out here doing stuff on her own. And he said, listen, don't get it twisted. This your one and only big break because, you know, it got to work. Because if you mess up, people gonna be looking at you like, oh, so you the Obama kid that fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, congratulations to her. Moving on from that, update. This probably like the third time I done talked about this case. Prize from the Fugees. There you go. That whole trying to see if he like a Chinese spy and, you know, embezzling money and working with that dude that was out here just scamming everybody, okay? The billionaire, so-called billionaire dude. What's his name? Michael Lowe or something like that. Basically, when I had first talked about it, he wanted Obama, he wanted Trump, he wanted some other people to come and testify on his behalf. But listen, Trump got his own issues. Obama don't care, okay? Obama don't care. Baby, he said that ain't got nothing to do with me. And then the prosecutor then got Leonardo DiCaprio on that stand, okay? He basically wasn't for the whole situation, you know? And I said, damn. He said, damn, that's a lot of money that he trying to extort and exploit and get up out of this whole situation. It's just not looking good for Prize. I don't know if Prize is going to have to serve a whole 20 years, but at this point in time, it is just not looking good because this guy that he was working with is a known scammer. I have to, somebody asked me what was the documentary, the docuseries about him. I don't know if it's on Hulu. If it's not on Hulu, it's on Netflix. And his name is Malaysian financier Jho Low. JHOLOW. Google his name and see where it comes up at because it's either on Hulu or it's on Netflix that I saw it. And when I tell you all of the stuff that he did and got away with, wow. Billions, okay? I said, now, how do y'all come up with stuff like this? And then to see it through, baby, I ain't got the patience. Okay? That's a little bit too complicated for me. Moving on from that, DJ Envy started talking about how, you know, the Real Housewives of New Jersey's on, and I think he lives in New Jersey, but he said him and his wife was approached plenty of times, multiple times, as to whether or not they wanted to be a part of the show, and they turned it down. And I'm pretty, you know, usually I'm not here for DJ Envy. I just don't see the point of him on the show because he really offers nothing every time I've ever tuned in. And I haven't tuned in ever since Angela left. You know, even when they was doing the replacements host or whatever, I have yet to tune into the Breakfast Club because nothing's been on there that I need to look at yet. But when it comes to this situation, I 100% agree with him. He said it has to make sense to want to do something like this, to be a part of a show like The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And he said one of the main reasons why they turned it down is because they don't want to be the token black couple on there. All these years, it's been white couples, or white cast members. But yeah, all of a sudden you want us to come on so many years into it to be the token black couple because that's what it's going to look like. I remember last season, one of the ladies came on. I think she was a friend of the show. And I think they was trying to see if she was going to be able to be an actual, you know, Jersey housewife, okay? She was married to Tiki Barber, you know, the ex-football player, commentator, all of that stuff. And they barely used her on the show, and they barely used him, you know, and you can tell when they're just trying to see who fits because they didn't fit. They claimed that they knew some of the people that was already on the cast, but it just didn't seem like it. And like DJ Envy said, it just got to make sense. And these are the people, she said, I don't even see myself trying to fit into their world than trying to fit into mine and, you know, caring about what they care about and trying to hang with them. That's just not what I do, and that's just not for me. And I 100% agree with it because that's just two totally different worlds, and no, it just wouldn't have worked out. So that was a good decision. Tyrese still talking. He said on Tank's podcast, I have to get into Tank podcast because I feel like I might like it. You know what? Sometimes I like Tank, and then sometimes I just feel like he talks too much. He be all up in the Instagram comments on Shade Room or whatever, and he just don't give like a paragraph that's probably a couple of sentences. He give a paragraph that's like 15 sentences. We didn't ask for all of that, you know, to explain stuff. We didn't ask to be taught, you know what I'm saying? And so sometimes it just be a little bit irritating seeing him in the comments. And then it'd be really, really irritating when he all of a sudden want to do these impromptu challenges, and he want to pull out his little Casio piano, okay, electric piano, and he want to set his camera up like I'm doing, and then he want to start singing. And I said, do you still got your hearing? Did you get your hearing fixed? Because I don't know, y'all remember when he came out and said he was going deaf or whatever, he was losing his hearing, like he had most of his hearing going in one of his ear, and then it was kind of leaving in the other. I hope he got that fixed. You wanna know why? I'm just tired of seeing him, and y'all know where I'm finna go with this, because every time he pulled that piano out, that electric keyboard out, and then he put that camera on and he posts this video of him singing, it's so like Tank can sing, but when he do it like that, it just be making it. I said, baby, this sounds very amateur-ish, okay? When he was doing that Can We Talk challenge, I said, no, put it back. And then it was all of this. Y'all know, that's why you can't hear, okay? Because you done shook the damn eardrums loose, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Whitney Houston didn't even do all of that. And her vocals was impeccable, okay? I mean, she had it a little bit when it was supposed to have. Not on every damn word, you bobblehead nigga. Anyway, let me stop playing, because I like Tank for the most part, because Tank be putting out some freaky music, okay? I be like, put this on the sex playlist, you know what I'm saying? I be like, oh my God. But to be honest, Tank, I do want you to, you know, diversify a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because sometimes it becomes a bit much that every album that you put out is sex, 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 sex. And this is coming from somebody that really don't have a problem with sex, 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 sex. But it's just a lot. It is just a lot. And you want to know what it is? Because a lot of it be sounding the same. A lot of it be sounding the same. It be sounding like one big song. And I be like, damn, can we diversify a little bit? You know, give us an upbeat sex song, whatever. Either way, you want to get in the mood and you want to do some, put a little bit of Tank on your sex playlist. He'll get you there. So Tyrese was on there. Girl, Tyrese. And he said that they coming back together as TGT. Now Tank allowed him to say this on his podcast. Does Genuine know that? Because I'm pretty sure the reason why TGT did not go as far as they could have went, and they only came out with that one album, was because of Tyrese. And I'm saying his name like that for real on purpose. Tyrese, okay? Because he just played too much. Y'all, I used to love Tyrese back in the day. I keep saying this. Back when I was fake straight. Probably fake bi. I don't know. That's what I told my mom when I came out first. I sent him a text message and I was like, girl, you know I'm bisexual. She was like, all right, who you like more, guys or girls? I said, guys. I was lying my ass off. I was lying my ass off. So I had to play the part, bitch. I had to play the part. But I was in love with Tyrese. Everything he did, I really wanted to see. I wanted to be in his music videos, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to touch his tattoos and all of that or whatever. You know, he was just really, really fine to me. And plus he had like that, he had that 120 watt white ass smile on that dark skin. I said, oh my God, it was blinking like ding. And I was just like, oh my God, Tyrese, you're so bad. Okay, you're so bad. And you can sing too. Sweet lady, won't you be mine? You know, I was like, Malia Campbell, I could have been her. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. That's how I was feeling. And then we came into the 2000s and 10s and shit just went off the rail. Like, I was the ones that was buying all of Tyrese's album. Even that double album when he was Black Tie. You know what I'm saying? When he was rapping on one disc and he was singing on the other. I feel like I was one of the only ones that brought that and actually liked it. You know what I'm saying? And after that, shit just went awry. And I just don't understand. You know? And I just feel some type of way. Because every time I see him now, I just be getting irritated. Like, ugh. You know, he putting out there that he used to... Him and Paul Walker wound up having sex with the same stunt woman and they didn't know. I said, why did we need to know that? I don't care who brought it up. Baby, why did we need to know that? And then his girlfriend playing around with him about, you know, him not really being her type or whatever, but she was more attracted to Paul Walker. I said, now, why would you do that to a nigga that's already on the edge like this? Okay? Baby, he had a brain conniption on that video, and I don't even think he was playing. I think he was dead serious. But he said they getting back together, and you can just tell that Tyrese is just like very diva-ish. I could tell that he probably thought that he should get more money in the group because he probably had the more recognition or visible face because he was up in movies like the Transformer movies and stuff. When does the new Transformer movie come out? I think I want to go to the movies to go see that. But because I went to see the other one, so I'll probably go to the movie see that. But yeah, y'all looking forward to a new TGT album? Let me get this lady 5 stars. You know, she was black too, and she was very hospitable. She communicated, you know. She made sure to double bag my shit. I said, all right, that's what you gotta do, ma'am. Yup. And it was a perfect handout. Let me go ahead and do this. Gave her 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I left a little cute note. Thank you very much. You gotta respect people, because these people be out here doing what they can to survive, just like us. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect the service people. Not like that Uber driver or Lyft driver that I had. Fuck him. Okay? But anyway, moving on from that. There was this controversy that happened because NLE Choppa was doing a video remix off of Sukihana's song, Slut Me Out, right? So I don't know if is it his song or is it her song? I don't know whose song it is. The song is called Slut Me Out, and it's the remix. Now, I already told y'all I'm here for most nasty shit. I'm here for most vulgar shit. Let me tell you something. I'm not really here for the art. Let me stop playing. Because that song, I'm doing my round. My coochie pink and my booty hole brown, going to Pound Town. I don't know. It's stupid. Lyrically, it's dumb as hell. You know, it feels very talentless, but I like it. Do I like it enough to pay to buy the single? Hell no. It's just catchy, okay? So, you know, we have our every once in a moment where we'll like something that is real, like, gutter and low to the bottom, okay? So that's just it, you know? It is what it is. Some of y'all got some when y'all listen. I got some on my ass, okay? So I can't down it too much. But then it's a person like Sukihana. It's like, I have never listened to any Sukihana songs. Like, actually went onto my music apps, whichever one I use, and said, let me look up Sukihana. Suki with the good pussy, you know, or Suki with the good cookie. What is it, coochie? No, I have never done that, and I don't think I ever will, you know. And we just know she's a lot. She's a lot. Could I be friends with her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's probably a sweet girl when she's not all the way turned on and put on when she's in front of a camera or doing whatever she's doing. I just can't take it. I just can't take it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, please put your titties away. You don't have to have them out all the time. Could you please put your pussy away? I like, you know, but I just don't want to see it right now. And she got some nice titties. She has some nice titties. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, when she was at that club and she was doing that performance and she had her titties out, I said, first of all, this is a little bit much. Second of all, if I would have been there, I would have been fine with it. But third of all, don't you think your kid's gonna see this on the internet? That's all that I'm thinking. But fourth of all, titties look nice, okay? That's all that I can say. You know, it was a little much. I don't go to, you know, if I wanted to see all that, I'd probably go to a strip club. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want to see from my rappers, you know, or my entertainers. Do I? No. I don't want to see their titties just flinging around while they up there singing and dancing and all that stuff. No. Well, strapped in, yes, but, you know. No. Well, no, because it'll throw off the performance. And I wouldn't even be paying attention. I'd be, anyway, moving on. Probably nut of myself. Ooh, that is wrong, girl. Ashley, shut the fuck up. Girl, anyway, moving on from that. The big issue was in this video that they was trying to do, NLE Choppa. Is that his name? NLE Choppa. First of all, he's young as hell. He is way too goddamn young. I did not know that boy was just that young. But we gonna talk about some young shit in a minute. He got her and another girl on the floor on all fours, and he basically dog walking them with their hair, using their hair as leashes and stuff. And it's very much given how, like, when Snoop Dogg had them girls on leashes when he came to the, that award show. I think it was the MTV Awards back in the day, like early back in the day. Because let me tell you something, y'all think the award show is wild. No, these award shows have tamed the freak up. Because back in the day, oh, you tuned in everybody, It's a hit and miss. It's a toss-up whether or not people tune in for the red carpet these days, because we already know it ain't going to be nothing but fashion over fits, especially at BET Awards or whatever. We don't care. Girl, back in the day, you tuned into the red carpet to see who was coming in, who was arriving, and who was wearing what. Because 9 out of 10, that's where all the mess happened on that red carpet. It was a sight to see, okay? But, yeah, Snoop Dogg did all of that stuff. So, of course, Lil Mama had to come through, and she posted a comment. I didn't even see the comment because apparently Lil Mama had, deleted it. But Sukihana said, they said that girl Lil Mama that sang that lip gloss song was in the comments speaking on me. If I was y'all, I would tell her to leave me the fuck alone. And my whole thing is this. On the one hand, because technically y'all peers, because y'all are in the same field of being in the rap industry still, whether or not you think Lil Mama's still a rapper or not, she's still in the music business. I don't pay her no mind because she transphobic as hell, but that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, I just feel like sometimes, it's a little weird, or not necessarily weird, but I just feel like if you're in the same, if that's your peer, whether or not you know them or not, you shouldn't really talk about, because you might come across them or whatever. So just don't comment on stuff. But at the same time, Sukihana, whether it was Lil Mama wasn't the only one that said something about that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you should have known that it was going to be some backlash. It was going to be people saying stuff. And of course, they ain't really saying nothing about NLE Choppa, mainly because of misogyny, but also because, 9 out of 10, it was Suki idea or whatever, and they're allowing themselves to look like that and to be degraded like that, whether it's for funs and games and not to take seriously anything. We all here for empowerment, for women empowerment, and, owning our sexuality and not letting anybody control it and letting ourselves be in control of our own bodies and all of this stuff, but that don't mean that we have to degrade ourselves, okay? And truth be told, Suki, it was a little bit degrading. It was a lot of bit degrading, okay? A lot of things that you do is a lot of degrading. I don't speak on it because some of it bothers me, some of it don't. And it's like, who am I to say whatever it is, because that person is still going to do whatever it is that they want to do, and that's the type of person Sukihana is, okay? And so I don't even understand why she decided to want to comment back to Lil Mama. But, Lil Mama didn't back down. She said, I'm seeing you wrote a post addressing me, and I never addressed you personally. That's where you messed up with me first, okay? Because whether you addressed her personally or not, whether you personally added her or not, you were talking about her. So you didn't have to put that. You could have been any black woman in that video I posted a comment under. That's true, but you was posting it about her because either or. That's the reason why you was posting it, okay? She was the one getting dog walked, You could have, The way I feel still stand. I feel like women these days will know better and still play a role in setting us back centuries. She ain't lying. I don't know about you, but I don't want our daughters to remember us like this or feel this way, that this is what they need to do to survive. And if that's if that's the exhaust anybody come up with in 2023, that's cap. I don't know what that means, but I get it. We always say, what about the kids seeing this and all this stuff. Why is the kids looking at this? But then at this time and age, we can't even say why your kids looking at this, because kids will find a way. We found a way to look at stuff, so of course they're going to find a way. And I literally just said, what about your kids looking at you and these videos circulating around on Twitter of you performing with your titties out and doing all this stuff. They're old enough. Some of her kids, a couple of her kids are old enough to have access and know how Twitter works, to know how Instagram works, to know how TikTok works, you know. And I mean, I'm all here for being about, you know, loving your body and, like I said, that female empowerment and, you know, doing whatever you want to do and being sexually free. But wow. I'm not necessarily mad at what Lil Mama said, though. You know, I'm not necessarily mad. It do come off a little bit kind of like, I want to say self-righteous because it's something that she probably would never do. But at the same time, it's honestly the truth. So, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Did y'all like it? Did y'all feel some type of way about seeing Suki? Is y'all used to it? Because it's like, that's just Suki. We already know she gonna do some bottle of the barrel type of shit. And that's literally her brand. That's literally her brand. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. They said Shrek coming back for another movie. Y'all interested? Ashley is, okay, for a 5th movie. Baby, I said, oh, we about to do a Shrek marathon. And I think they might be giving Donkey a spinoff. Truth be told, Donkey should have been had a spinoff just like Puss in Boots, okay? Now, let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. The Puss in Boots character, hilarious. The Puss in Boots spinoffs, movies, good. Donkey could have had one, too. He could have been on his 3rd one as well. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, make that shit happen. And I think that the original cast is coming back. Oh, yes. Because I haven't heard from Mike Myers in a long time. You know? I'd like to hear from him. Let me tell you something. Mike Myers, he gave us Austin Power Gold member. He gave us the Austin Power movies. And that shit was one of the best things that he's ever done in his career, okay? Hilarious. Each and every movie. Moving on from that. Megan Thee Stallion was down there at the AT&T block party out there in Houston. Okay, you know, and it was recorded live and streamed live on YouTube. I saw the whole thing. And mama looked good as shit. Okay, like, yes, I'm ready for her to go on tour. I'm ready to get a ticket, and I'm ready to shake my ass, okay? Shake my non-existent ass, you know what I'm saying? See, Latasha, that's how you're supposed to be. You know, you're supposed to embrace your imperfections and not, you know, let when somebody say, if you had an ass to kiss, get to you like that. Because somebody told me something like that, I'd be like, she bitch. You ain't have to say that, because, girl, I already know my shit flat as fuck. But damn, I would laugh that shit out because it would have been funny to me anyway, because I said about myself anyway, you know. But you let that shit get to you and you let this damage your sisterhood. So you say. Talk about some body shaming. But anyway, yeah, Miss Megan was up there doing her thing or whatever. And then it was this dude, right? It was this dude named Trayvon Ladarius Stevenson. Now, as soon as I heard his middle name, I just knew everything was going to go downhill from there. First of all, he's 28 years old, okay? And I already knew right then and there that Ladarius, the middle name, he just ain't rap too tight. Ladarius wanted to get down there to the concert, and it was sold out, right? He couldn't get a ticket. He couldn't get in. So you want to know what he did? He impersonated a police officer, and not just any police officer, a canine police officer. Now, do you know what canine means? Canine means the police officer that got the dogs that be out there sniffing for coke. Okay, sniffing for drugs. Baby, I feel like them dogs be high and they be tired. Like, damn, y'all got me up here sniffing and shit. They be getting contact highs with it. I feel like that's animal cruelty. Okay, y'all be putting them animals up in dangers. All right, but this fool got in. He went and tried to make it seem like he was part of security. He got in, and I feel like the reason why he got caught is because he kept the outfit on. But he didn't have no damn canine dog with him, bitch. You are stupid. How do you get caught like that? Because as soon as I get in, I'm stripping all that off. I'm making sure I go up in there and have something underneath so I could just blend in with the crowd. It was a big-ass crowd. Like, you know, like them festivals that be huge or whatever. I mean, that shit was standing room only, big as shit, and it was hot as fuck out there. All them motherfuckers, and you mean to tell me you got caught? How the fuck you get caught like that? Baby, this is somebody that did this on a whim and he didn't think it all the way through. It was just like that dude that tried to steal an airplane to go see one of his artists. I don't know which artist it was that he was trying to go see in the concert, but he stole the airplane or tried to steal an airplane just to go see them. Niggas, dumb. Sometimes I just don't. I just don't get it. I really don't get it, you know? So now you get arrested and you're getting charged with a felony for impersonating a police officer. And then you had to get a bail of $20,000, but he bonded out. And I was just sitting here like, so now you're about to go to jail. You're either about to go to jail or you're about to be on probation. And 9 out of 10, he's going to go to jail. Unfortunately, you know. All over Megan Thee Stallion. Now, let me tell you something, bitch. Y'all know I love me some Beyonce, but baby, not that much. I like my freedom. I ain't hopping gates. First of all, I can't. I ain't hopping gates. I ain't rolling on nobody's floor. Okay? I ain't stealing nobody nothing, bitch. If I can't legally do it, you can dismiss me with it. It just ain't meant to be. That's just all that it is. Moving on from that, I saw Monique's comedy special, and I don't even know if some of y'all knew that it was out. And truth be told, I'm gonna be real with you, I did not know that it was out. Granted, I had mentioned it when the commercial and the promo came out. It was one semi-promo, like probably a 1 minute little teaser of the promo that came out and said it was gonna be out April 4th. And then I think like a trailer came out, and nobody else was really saying anything about it, so I had no idea. I didn't get a reminder or anything about it coming out on April 4th, which I should have known. I should have remembered, so that's probably my bad. But I didn't really see anybody talking about it on Twitter, you know? Like, it wasn't trending or anything like that. And it was like an hour, 16 minutes long, and it was cute. It was cute. And I remember, I know I was looking at Twitter, and Kevin from the Scorpion Show said, does it feel like that Monique basically didn't give her best to Netflix? And I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that. It was almost like she played it safe. She played it really, really safe. Yeah, she had she was doing all the cursing or whatever. But when it came to the jokes and stuff, she played it really, really, really safe. It wasn't that many jokes that were really being told. It was more so like a storytelling type of situation. I didn't have a problem with it. I did laugh more than I thought I would. I would sit there and look at it again. But is it one of her best? Not really. You know what I'm saying? If you want to compare her old work like the Queens of Comedy or the one that she did at the women's prison, no, it's nowhere near that, okay? But it's still cute enough for you to watch. I do know some of the jokes. That one joke at the beginning that starts it off about her being in special ed and, you know, all of that stuff, that joke went on too long. That went on too long, okay? I was waiting, like, for her to move on to another subject. Like, she could have had more jokes in within that one. The only thing that I really... Baby, when she said... When she was working on the Parkers and she went down there to the set, then she went to the Beverly Center, then she came home, then she was going up the steps, down the steps, up the steps, down the steps, and she was telling her man, come eat this pussy. He said, no, thank you. She said, bitch, what? She said, you gonna eat this pussy? He was like, all right. And then when he put his finger down there, then put it to her nose, and she said, God damn. He said, exactly, bitch, you been out the house ripping and running up and down the steps, up and down the street, and all that stuff, and you really think I'm gonna eat you out and you ain't gonna wash yourself? I said, God damn. I would be devastated if the person I with told me my shit stank. Let me tell you something, I told y'all about that. One of my experiences with somebody, I was about to go down on this girl, and I couldn't, because Lord Jesus. That's how. Get the fuck out. We can't do this, okay? This is not gonna happen, all right? You're not fresh, and I don't even want you to wash up. I just want you to get the fuck out. That's just all that it is, because I'm not turned on anymore, all right? You know, but that one's the one, and then her finding out her about her sexuality, okay? I don't want to spoil a lot of stuff, whatever, because I don't know if you're gonna watch it. I don't know who haven't watched it or whatever, but it was cute. It was tame. It was light. It wasn't the best, but I had a couple of laughs, okay? I wanted to be butt gusting laughing throughout the whole thing. I wasn't. But it was all right. It was all right. Makes me want to know what they actually paid her for that. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Um, Girl, Vince and Herbert, baby. We ain't heard about Vince in a long time. We ain't heard about Vince in a long time. And for those that don't know, that's Tamar ex-husband slash baby daddy. Now, a couple of years ago, it came out in the news or whatever saying that this what is this? This watch company called Green and Company International. They had sued him because he had brought a watch with a $20,000 check, and that bitch bounced. They sent him a text message saying the stuff bounced and you need to pay for it. He talked about something he gonna pay for it and all this stuff. Never did. And then the interest just kept accumulating up to like $66,000. Baby, that was in 2021. They had put out a summons for him to pay the stuff. He didn't even respond to it. Now they finna take his ass to court, okay? Because now it has been up to they want him to pay $81,356.60. I said y'all could have just rounded that up to $357. You know what I'm saying? But they said no, we want that 60 cent too. Okay. And I was like, damn, Vince, you ain't got no money. What's going on? Come to find out, he been having some money trouble. What the fuck you need a watch for? I ain't finna watch. Listen, if I can't pay for it with my credit card, not debit card. I don't even do credit cards. My debit card, or if I can't pay for it with cash, I ain't finna write no check. I am not finna write no check because, you know, you gotta wait a minute. You gotta wait a couple of days. I don't know how long you gotta wait. You know, the check don't clear all the time right away. You know, and I'm not finna, girl, please, okay? Because I would have been and spent that money that day. Like, oh shit, I still got this up in the bank. No, bitch, you really don't. That's why this shit be bouncing. I was like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? They said that man has been dragged out in court. He had been sued for eviction, taken to court for millions by Sony Music, and he had a luxury car repossessed. Damn, Vince. Damn, Vince. Get it together, sir. They say Cardi B is going to headline the 2023 Hot 97 Summer Jam this year. That's cute. But with what new music? Baby, because it's up and it's stuck. Okay, that's cute or whatever. That's one song. And I hope it's not that hot shit song, because that hot shit song, I'm sorry, it was hot shit. And I'm not talking about it in a good way. I just didn't like it. It didn't gravitate. It didn't catch to anybody. Okay, that was the one miss that Cardi has had in her musical career, in my opinion. She's still working. The fact that Cardi has yet to put out a sophomore album yet, she is still getting all this hype off of this one album and sponsorships and all this other stuff that she does. Wow. And now you finna headline the Hot 97 Summer Jam, singing the same. Girl, all right. All right, congratulations to you. And Offset still arguing with goddamn P. Quality control about them trying to interfere with his music and all of this stuff. I just need them to get it together. I really do, because I'm tired. And truth be told, he need to take a break. I mean, they've been on break, but mentally, him and Quavo, they not really there. And they not really ready. That little snippet of the song that I heard Quavo did, girl, trash that shit. Anyway, moving on from that. Y'all remember that Virginia teacher that got shot by that 6-year-old? Now she's suing the school district for $40 million. She's suing the school because she can't do nothing to the little 6-year-old because they're not going to arrest him or charge him with anything. But they knew about it because she had previous complaints about him, saying stuff about him wanting to harm her or kill her and all this stuff. And then he actually was able to bring a 9mm gun to the school and to shoot her and almost take her life. And nobody done nothing about it. Do you think, and I think they wanted her to file for comp pay or something like that. No, bitch. I'm filing a lawsuit and I'm getting my money, okay? Because I'm not going to be at this job getting killed or possibly losing my life because y'all won't take complaints and stuff seriously. Like, girl, I'm behind you, lady. She resigned. She said, fuck this school, but this ain't the last time y'all done heard of me, okay? Because I'm finna take y'all for every damn that y'all got. Fuck y'all new textbooks. Y'all can afford it. I see them MacBooks that y'all got up in there. Give me $40 million. I said, all right. I'm right there behind you, girl. moving on from that, Tiana Taylor. I have not seen her new movie. I think I'm gonna go to the movies this weekend and go see it. I've heard such good things about it. I did like the trailer. She's supposed to be playing Dionne Warwick in a new biopic, and I'm very much here for it. Very much here for it. So glad that that's happening. I will be sitting my ass up in that theater watching it. I love me some Tiana Taylor. I really do. I like to see her and Lamar sex tape. I know it's one out there. They freaking enough to do it. They look like they got multiple. Meanwhile, let's just talk about this shit right quick. And I'm not gonna go too deep into it. Chloe album came out this past Friday, and it's called In Pieces. I listened to it one time, and I haven't listened to it again. And it's not that because I feel like the album is bad. It's just that I just haven't really been in the mood to listen to music. You know, I literally, some of this new music that comes out, I listen to it one time and then I say I get back to it and never get back to it. And it don't even be bad. It be okay. It be okay. But I haven't really been listening to any new stuff. But I did take a chance and give her a stream the first day it came out. And I will say, I told y'all, even though I like people, I have to be honest. I'm not in love with the album. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's okay. I just don't understand why you have 14 tracks on the album. I'm gonna just be honest. I didn't like the album cover. It just reminded me like, oh, okay, we finna reboot Once Upon a Time. That was my show that used to come on, I think, on Sundays on ABC. Once Upon a Time was that girl until the last couple of seasons or whatever. It just started getting a little crazy. And I said, go ahead and cancel the shit. But it was given very much that with those characters. Given very much, I don't know. It's kind of childish to me. But, you know, she is young. But it is what it is. So that kind of threw me. That just didn't really bring me in. None of the songs that was actually already released was on there. Understandable. It was new songs on there. And I just didn't understand how come it was a 14-track album, so you say, and it basically, if you round it up, only came out to 38 minutes. And then like maybe 2-3 songs or whatever were like interludes. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with music these days. I don't like the fact that a lot of these new music is coming out and we're only getting a couple of verses and a chorus, and that's it. And that's if we get a chorus. I miss the times where everybody had maybe a verse, maybe 2, maybe 3 at the most verses. But we had 2 at the least, and then we had a bridge in the chorus. I miss bridges in songs. I really do. Okay? I miss songs that were 3 minutes and 30 seconds long and up. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if it's because people have low attention span. I don't know what's going on in these record companies. It's just not doing it for me. I shouldn't be about to get into a song when it's like halfway about to go off. Okay, and then I'm getting into it and it's over and I'm like, what the hell? You know? And and when it comes to Chloe, I get it that Chloe is not for my demographic. I'm at least 10 years older than her. You know what I'm saying? And so I get that, I understand that. But at the same time, I just felt like I don't think she really know where she's at yet musically. A couple of songs, I think it was Worried and Lose Me or something, I actually did really like right off the bat. And those are the ones that I can remember. Those are the ones that comes to my mind right off the bat from just that one listen. But nothing else really grabbed me. It really did. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. I don't understand I don't get it. And we can't blame Parkwood because Parkwood is management. That's all it is. She's not signed to a record deal with Parkwood. She's her and Holly are signed to a management deal with Parkwood. The actual record label that they are with is Columbia. Columbia is Beyonce's, record label. And y'all do all this stuff for Beyonce, but then Beyonce is at a point where Beyonce will do it for herself and her fans will do it for her because she damn sure ain't been doing shit, But Chloe is not an artist like that can have everybody else do the promo for her. She needs to have a real marketable team that is going to be out there and do this and do that. I just don't understand the whole thing about putting out all these other singles. You had Have Mercy, you had Treat Me, you had Surprise, you had probably something else that she put out, and it just didn't really stick with a lot of people. Have Mercy was cute. It was cute. I liked it. Those songs I actually did like, though, right? And I'm thinking that the album was going to be something like that, but it really wasn't. And then when we get to the fact that we found out that the date was when it was coming out, and then the first single was Prayed Away or something like that, it didn't grab me. And then the whole controversy with the song with Chris Brown, and then for it to come out and it really wasn't all that, I'm just sitting here like, oh, okay. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. And, unfortunately with Chloe, she's just one of those people that even if she do put her best foot forward, somebody's going to try to bring her down and just say negative things just to say negative things about her. But what I will be doing is as soon as I get to work April 7th, which is on Friday, I will be looking at Praise This on Peacock that comes on that has her in it. Okay? I support. I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to my girl. She's young. She'll figure it out. But I'm going to say E for effort, but it could have been better. I don't know. They dropped the ball. Moving on from that, I feel like I've been talking forever, y'all. Damn. And I ain't cutting this video up. Do I got something else to say? Shit. I do. Did I tell you Taraji P. Henson is gonna be playing Janine's mama on Abbott Elementary? I'm sitting here like, how do you get from that to that? But I can totally see it in real life. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Lamar Odom said he is investing in like 3 drug treatment centers. And I feel like that is great. That is great. Trying to do something positive given the experiences that he went through. I'm so glad that we haven't heard of him, as of recently relapsed into anything, because that was really terrible what he went through. So that's a good look. And the last thing that I really want to talk about real quick, I just don't understand what this craze is with the celebrities and the rich folks and, which is probably trickling down to regular day folks that, want to be all about their bodies and, want to take taking the easy way out, the Ozempic craze all of a sudden. Because I remember just looking at, I think the other night or whatever, Dolores from Real Housewives of New Jersey was on there, and she said that she, used Ozempic to lose weight or whatever. Mind you, Ozempic is, from what I saw, and I see the commercials, and they, advertise it as a drug to help with people who have diabetes, okay? And it just bothers me now that that drug is being used and abused in a way that it wasn't really meant for. Yes, you can lose weight on it, but it was meant for people who have diabetes, okay? That's what I thought it was meant for. I've never used the drugs. I don't have diabetes, but I know someone personally who had an issue with getting their medicine who used that because these motherfuckers are out here taking it just to lose weight. And not even a whole lot of weight. And then I'm looking at the people that's using it and I'm like, you mean to tell me you're trying to go from 150 to 140 and you couldn't just go to the gym or just eat a fucking salad and do a couple of push-ups and I swear to God, you would have lost that in a month? Are you serious? That's some selfish, ignorant shit. I don't like what's been going on with that. And I think it's really fucked up that the doctors are prescribing it to these people that ain't really got no issues and they just being fucking lazy. I just feel like you're being lazy. That's what it is. That's what it is. I remember I was talking about that in my one of my videos giving an update about me losing weight and how it was a struggle at the beginning, and because I was going through mental stuff, okay? I was going through depression. Somebody literally put up in my comments and said, get on Ozempic. Hell no. Bitch, no. Why? Why would I do that? I'm not finna take no easy way out, and then it's only going, girl, please. No. Not when I know people who out here really, and then somebody literally just gave me a comment and said they were used to getting their medicine on time, and now it come to a point they can't even get the right amount because they don't have it in stock. Because they out here doing this. Y'all so ignorant. I don't like that. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that for a second. Baby, I don't know how long this video is. It's probably over an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know. But you guys, since I gave it to y'all late last week, I'm putting this up here tonight. And it's going to be long. Y'all enjoy it. Y'all had a whole weekend, a whole week to watch this shit, bitch. Y'all ain't seen me in 2 days, okay? So sit your ass there and fucking watch this with your drink and your food in hands, okay? I gotta go put my groceries up. I gotta go put my groceries up. Girl, they been sitting on the counter looking at me. Looking at me like, girl, we need some coolness, okay? Like, what's the point? You just got us out here sweltering, because it is kind of warm up in here, so... But, yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, okay? And, I hope everything goes well. I hope you guys stay a little cool. I hope you guys stay safe. Please don't be ignorant out here in these streets. The weather is getting warm, okay? You know I have to give y'all a message every freaking video. The weather getting warm, okay? Put your knives and your guns away. Use your hands, okay? That's it. That's it. All right, and also, strap up. Condoms, birth control. And truth be told, and since I mentioned her earlier, Beyonce better have used birth control the night before, because you know it was their anniversary, right? I don't want to hear nothing about you fucking 3 months pregnant by the time you get to tour in July. What's today? April, May, June. Yeah, I don't want to hear about 3 months pregnant. I don't want to hear nothing about that, okay? Birth control better be on deck, okay? Birth control or your mouth. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Better swallow. Let me stop. I'll see y'all later. Peace.